And greetings everybody, and welcome to another JeSter Reviews. I hope you've all had a really nice Christmas and enjoyed the season's festivities and are preparing for the new year. I know I'll be glad to see in the new year. I'll be glad to see the back of the old year, to be honest with you, but never mind. Anyhow, moving on very quickly. Today, I'd like to bring you the Constitution class mirror warship T6. Well, this is actually a T6-X. Now, I picked this up a few weeks ago from an Infinity lockbox. So yes, lightning does strike in a bottle. As you can see, it's very similar to the flight deck carrier, which I have, apart from these stanchions here. So as you can see, when we compare the designs, the stanchions leading to the nacelles have this sort of offset kind of arrangement with what looks like some thrusters. There, look. You know, as you can see from the other flight deck carrier picture, these stanchions are straight with no thrusters on them at all. And as we compare the two ships, just a few things that I've picked up on between the two. At level 65, the hull on the mirror Connie is 58,500, whereas on the flight deck Connie it's 63,000. This mirror warship has a hull modifier of 1.3, as opposed to the flight deck carrier, which has a hull modifier of 1.4. Surprisingly, the mirror warship has a shield modifier of 0.95 compared to the flight deck carrier, which has a shield modifier of 1.25. You'd expect for a mirror warship that this would be a little bit better armoured and more hull modifier, wouldn't you? The turn rate, however, is far superior to that of the flight deck carrier, with a turn rate of 13.5, whereas the flight deck carrier has a turn rate of 9. Of course, the flight deck carrier also has pets, which this one doesn't. Yes. Also has some nice little touches. There was a livery on the top here, which I took off. I didn't much like it, to be honest with you, but I still see a lot of these mirror warships flying around with the mirror warship livery on the top here, which I wasn't keen on, to be perfectly honest with you. But anyhow, there you go. Right, so let's have a quick look at the stats for this warship and the build, shall we? So this is a 5 weapons to the front and 3 weapons to the aft. The main weapons at the front are 4 spiral wave dual beam banks with the enhanced biomolecular photon torpedo, which packs quite a punch and comes from your Undine Reputations tab. The aft weapons consists of a spiral wave disruptor beam array, House of Martok disruptor, and the Terran Task Force disruptor beam. The deflector is the Elite Fleet Intervention Protomatter deflector from your, which will be from your colony, and the impulse engines is the prevailing innovated impulse engines. Innovated. I always slip up with that, you know, but I did well there. The warp core, I'm using the Delta Alliance Trajector warp core. Simple reason is it self-teleports 5 kilometers forward of your current position. So I thought I'd have a go with that. And finally, the shield is the Tilly modified shield from your Discovery Reputations. Moving on to the devices, we have the red matter capacitor, we have a weapons battery large, phased waveform beacon, and another large weapons battery. I could actually take this from the inventory, but I'm not quite sure. Yes, I've run out of battery, so we'll just leave that alone for now. But you can actually recall that from your inventory and fill these up with weapons batteries and things. But anyhow, Universal Console, the Universal Bounty Hunter's Friend, which is a lobby item, which I picked up in the lobby sale just recently, and this gives me 39.4 energy damage resistance rating and a 29.5 Starship Shield Restoration and minus 10% weapon power cost. It is part of a set, but I've only got this one. Engineering Consoles is the Universal Dynamic Power Redistributor module, which is a standard part of my build now, as is the Tachyokinetic Converter, and that gives me 39.4 flight turn rate, 1.3 critical chance and 13.1 critical severity. The House of Martok Defensive Configuration, level 15, and that gives me for the two-piece set 2.5 critical chance and plus 15 accuracy rating. A good old-fashioned Trillium D plating, which gives me another 17.5 all damage resistance rating and 26.2 Starship hull capacity. And what's this? 17.5 maximum shield capacity. Add 7.5 of your auxiliary power to your shield power as bonus power. Immune to the effects of the Delphic Expanse. Science Consoles. I'm running the Universal Enhanced Dominion Configuration Coordination Protocol, and that's giving me a 15% directed energy damage and an 8% critical severity. Moving on, baroneural infusion circuits, or bioneural infusion circuits even, and that is for the 26.2 critical severity. It's also nice to have the 29.5 Starship hull capacity and 29.5 Starship control expertise. Tactical consoles, I think this is the console that came with the ship, the Interphasic Rift Generator. It gives me 15% critical severity and plus 15 Starship hull capacity. Yeah, I've not had much luck with this, but anyhow, we'll stick with it. The Universal Weapons Sensor Enhancer, which again is another lobby item which I picked up in the sale, and this gives me a plus 42 accuracy rating and a plus 42 Starship abrasive hull plating. Improves kinetic and physical damage resistance rating, plus 42 Starship control expertise. And this again is part of a three-piece set, but I've only picked up the one. Another console, which is one of the best consoles in the game, along with the Universal Dynamic Power Redistributor module, and this is the Universal Obfuscation Screen. I did well there, did well. This gives a plus 50 Starship Engineering Readiness, plus 10 accuracy rating, plus 10 defense rating, plus 14.3 Starship damage control. It's also a very good survival clicky, and if you do end up being nearly destroyed, hit this and you become indestructible for 20 seconds. And when you come back online, you gain 120% bonus all damage for the duration of the time, equal to that of that you clicked on this. So you can leave it for the full duration and you will get 120% bonus. If you only leave it for a few seconds, that's all you'll get, the amount of time that you've left it to repair your ship. Anyway, moving on. The Domino, which again is another really good console. Yes, it is saying 15% phaser damage, but I'm getting this for the 20% accuracy rating, and also 25% firing cycle haste for energy weapons, and 25% bonus all damage, and 25% recharge speed for breach officer abilities, and 100% recharge speed for torpedo weapons. What is this? If you defeat a foe, Oops, slipped. If you defeat a foe, plus 2 seconds duration to all effects, make 10 times. Okay, right, alright. And finally we have the another console which is quite a good console, and this is the Universal Hostile Acquisitions. And this gives me plus 30 accuracy rating and plus 30 starship control expertise. Expertise? I'm making these up as I go along, aren't I? Expertise. Okay. Oh, also, it's quite good. For every kill, you get 1 gold pressed platinum as well with this. But anyway. So, all in all, we have a hull of 132,997. Hull repair rate is 127.1%. Force shields, rear shields, right and left shields, 19,349. The resists are quite high actually, in the early to mid 40s, couple in the mid 30s. Kinetic resist, physical resist, radiation resist. Accuracy rating is 149.8, critical chance 34.2%, and critical severity 181.1. Moving on to the stations, we have a Lieutenant Commander Universal Intelligence Station, which I've made Science and Intelligence. An Ensign Universal Station, which again I've made Science. A Commander Tactical Station, Ensign Tactical Station, and a Commander Engineering Station. So to me, it's a bit of an all-round build. Is this really? It's a bit of tactical, a bit of tank. So I'm trying to go middle of the road with this build, to be honest with you. But there you go. So without further ado, let's go and have a quick look at the bridge, and then we'll take her into combat and see how she performs, shall we? So, see you in a minute. Well, yes, here we are on the bridge, and as you can see, I'm still in my festive regalia. This is the Blaze Bridge, because the bridge that actually came with the ship wasn't that very good. But we'll pop back in here momentarily. Let's go and have a look at the crew. We've got a new crew on board, so let's... What on earth has gone on here? I know I did give instructions for everybody to dress down, but looks like the festivities are still ongoing on the bridge. My word. Right, let's move on to this new crew member. Hello, crew member. Did you get the memo about dressing down? You did? Right, okay. Right, well, we'll carry on. You could have dressed down, you know. It is Christmas. Here we go, another crew member who's very keen to impress. Yes, you haven't dressed down either, have you? No. Right, okay, carry on. And well, it's a bit messy in here, isn't it? Looks like someone's had a good time. And oh, hello, crew member, still in your Iconian uniform. I've only been trying for 8 months to get you out of it. Well, not in that way, but you know, back into... Anyway, moving on. Another crew member, yes, but we won't go there with that. I've already dug that hole deep enough. Here he is, Mr. Potato Head. Hello, Mr. Potato Head. Have you had a good season break, festivities and all that? You have? You bought me a tag. A tag. Right. What would I need with a tag? It's where? It's in my ready room. Right. Is it a big tag? It's quite small. Right, okay. Well, we'll go and have a look at it. Thank you. Carry on. Another new crew member here. Hello, crew member. Another one keen to impress. Yeah, sorry about the balloons. But you could have dressed down, you know. I did say you could dress down. Yes, well, stand easy. Carry on. Let's go and have a word with my number one. Hello, number one. I can see you've dressed down like I did instruct. You're the only one that has followed orders. But anyhow, what's all the balloons then? Festivities. Had a little party last night. Right, well, okay. Yes, well, it is New Year's Eve, I suppose. So, yes, well, let's make sure we get the bridge cleaned up for tomorrow, if that's all right. Because it's a little bit messy, isn't it? Right. Okay. Let's move on. And oh, another very keen crew member here. Yes. Also not dressed down, but never mind. Never mind. Right. Oh. Number one, the bridge as it is yes, is yours. Let's go and have a look in my ready room, shall we? Right, where's this tag? It's a flying tag. I'll have to have a word, Mr. Potato. His definition of small and mine varies quite a lot. It's huge, is this thing? Oh my word! What am I going to do with this? Right. So what do we have here? Well, yes, we have the bank, as you would do in a drinks cabinet. Yes, these flowers are not too bad, are they? What is this? Access to library files. Therefore, this. Yes, if do you mind? Well, he won't let me buy, so we'll go around this way. I'm not going to argue with him. Go around here, and these are the duty officers. So yes. Excuse me while I go have a word with someone. Do you know, me and you are going to have words about these things you keep bringing on board. I mean, this is a monster. You said it was small. It's massive. Look at the size of it. What do you expect me to do with this? Eat it? It'll kill me first before I even try to eat it. Well, can you deal with it somehow, please? Yeah. Look, it's getting all angry. It's these balloons that are setting it off. So if you don't mind, can you deal with it, please? Oh, no. Number one, that we've got a loose tag on the bridge. Do you mind? Yeah, I don't look at it because it gets all funny on me. Can you see to it that it's looked after? Yes, I'm going to make sure you looked after. Yes, if I may just go up here. Oh my word. Oh dear me. Right. So after all those fun and games, let's take the ship into battle and see how she performs, shall we?
The Herc are about to overrun this planet, and time is a factor. Several Jem'Hadar ships have been disabled by the Herc. Give them a power boost to bring them back online. Be wary. Herc scouts are searching the system for easy prey. Work quickly. The main Herc force will be here soon.
Understood. Right, so here we go. Swarm. Well, she certainly is very manoeuvrable. You can see that 13.5 turn rate coming into effect there, can't you? We certainly took a bit out of that Ravager there, didn't we? Right, let's see if we can bring some ships back into use. Yeah, so far these swarmers don't appear to be giving us any problems. We're certainly dispatching them quite quickly, aren't we? Now this turn rate's quite cool actually, it's like drifting. There we go. Drifting into an attack position. Seem to have cleared that side. Let's move over here. Can we bring this ship back to... Oh, someone's already done it. Ooh, a nice little drift going on there. Let's send...
Satellite is back online. It will launch tractor mines against the Herc ships.
Ooh. That torpedo certainly found its mark there, didn't it? Let's try out this interphasic rift, shall we? Let's see how that performs. I think I missed the interphasic rift, so I've got a 2-minute cooldown there. I think I saw something, but I'm not sure it was the console, so...
Herc ships spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
Okay, here they come. Let's give them the good news. One of the things I have been learning from PvP is to keep moving. Now, of course, when you're playing PC, it's not so much of a problem, but when you're actually playing another person, I'm getting used to this moving around a lot as a way of dodging some of the weapons, if you like. So please forgive me, it's a hard habit to drop. There we go, that's dealt with that one. Move on to the next one. Ooh. It was a tough one, wasn't it? Ah, right, we're just in the right place at the right time. Okay, so let's try this interphasic rift again, shall we?
Herc dreadnought on sensors. Be careful. Herc ship spotted at escape route Gamma. Get over there.
Don't know what it's doing, but it was pretty, wasn't it? I don't know what it did. I'll have to study that. As I haven't used it that much, to be honest with you. She's very manoeuvrable, I will give her that.
Head to escape route Beta. Protect the refugee ships. Refugee ships pinning down escape route Alpha. Protect them.
These Ravagers are quite tough, aren't they?
Speeding up the evacuation. All lanes will be utilized now.
Ooh, that was a massive hit there, and it still survived that.
Protect them.
Well, she's certainly performing very well here, isn't she? Her hull hasn't dropped below 100% at any time during this session, which I'm quite pleased at. So despite having a lower hull modifier than the light deck carrier, she's performing quite well. She seems far too agile for a ship of her size, really. It's very much like an escort.
We did what we could. Hopefully the Herc swarm will focus their next strikes on an uninhabited world.
Excellent. Well, she performed admirably there, didn't she? Quite impressed with that. Was a little bit of a drawn out battle, but there we are, unscathed. One more thing before we go. I just thought we should look at the masteries for this ship, and tier 1 is +5 accuracy rating, and tier 2 is 15% critical severity. Tier 3 is a 2.5% critical chance. Tier 4 is a +10% kinetic damage and 10% energy damage. Tier 5 is the Terran Goodbye, and that gives you 25 accuracy rating for 20 seconds and a +5% critical chance for 20 seconds. I'm not sure I've selected that, but in the experimental traits, which is part of the 6 T6-X extras, I've chosen Honored Dead. Now the traits, I don't have most of the expensive traits, I'm afraid, that most people have. Obviously I have Invincible, I have Vulcan Hello. What's this one? Preferential Targeting, Desperate Repairs. Yeah, I suppose I could swap it out for the Terran one. Reciprocity is another good one. Yeah, Terran Goodbye. Probably might try and fit that one and have a go with that. This is my main character. I've had this one for years, so there is quite a lot of starship traits on this one, but I'm still missing a few which I would like to try. But anyway, let's hope this time next year we have a few more. Well, I do hope that you've enjoyed this review. I'm very sorry that it's been a month since my last review. Yes, we did have a bit of a family crisis over the last 4 weeks. I had a bereavement in the family, which yes, took up most of my time, but now we're back on track, and I hope to bring you more reviews in 2021. I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you all a happy new year, and hopefully a more prosperous new year, and let's hope that we can start getting on top of this COVID-19 virus, shall we? So everyone, keep safe, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel to catch further reviews, please hit that subscribe button. And I hope to see you next time. So until then, this is JeSter signing off.